Just a Sunday, it's about to be epic.
Look, I get it rocking like a cradle. I never sold, but I was able to see my partners make thorough bread without the stable, while packing something that make it top spin like dreidels. Ooh, I hung around them shells like April. Oatmeal, oatfield. Me when I get to saying it's so real. Folk will think that it's entertaining till fly, no subliminal. That's the plight of aggravated aboriginals. My whole life I've been congregating with. I swear I graduated with just minimal effort. Lectures to me was just received better from the king of Bedford. Stop vexing. I swear Biggie taught me lessons. My guess is his propensity for excellence might not get discussed by the adolescents, but I'm blessed with, yeah, the gift of carrying torches. Sometimes I get nervous as a suitor that's entering courtship. Ooh, then I get to feeling euphoric. Holy flow, every bar low-key should be pinned in the, ooh. And look at, she's so gorgeous, she be with me whether I was flipping a Tesla or Taurus. Oh, I'm a mess, I'm a horror, but I've been blessed kinda sorta. Every bar brick and mortar, can't sing, but I'm known to finesse on the chorus. You can't see the flow unless you using the eye of Horus. Ooh.
Hey look, now that I've got your attention, peep game.
Ooh.
If he was whack and you came up with some paper, he's still lame.
Yeah.
Live by the G code every day. It ain't a game.
I promise you it's different.
So don't compare how you move to the real. It ain't the same.
One time for the West though, 2 times for the youngin' with the best flow. Lame ducks be like, what pond you from? I tell them harder than when monsoons come, and they chase cheese, only dipping when that fondue come, and run that bass till they heart go out just like you, son. Hey look, this for my partners who low-key pitching the mound, and those that laughed at me when I stayed at my mama house. My pocket's fatter now, my mama see something to brag about, and I spit punches and bunches like I'm Marvin Hagler now. Ooh. Swear it feel marvelous. Remember times my mama barbered us, made us look barbarous. The hood part of us that don't startle us. Got the heart of Spartacus. Street Gentiles like Barnabas. That means with love, difference between fake boy, default, and conceivers of the truth is they ain't different. These sacrilegious folk with you long as your pain dripping. But when you jammed up in traffic, they get the lane switching. Ooh. Haters don't feel you till your name mentioned. Scripture tell me no one excluded when rain dripping. We all part of the picture, it's just our frames different. And I still ride for my, I just different. Ooh.
Hey look, now that I've got your attention, peep game.
Ooh.
If he was whack and you came up with some paper, he's still lame.
Yeah.
Live by the G code every day. It ain't a game.
I promise you it's different.
So don't compare how you move to the real. It ain't the same.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Minnesota Twins amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-5. They now have 5 straight wins. The Detroit Tigers combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Rays 2-1. Freddie Freeman grabbed 3 runs driven in, leading the Red Sox over Kansas City 5-4. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. The Washington Nationals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 7-2. The New York Yankees combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 2-0. The Angels allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 2-1. The Houston Astros racked up 11 hits as a team.
Count me in, Cole. Right here. Yeah, bounce. My boy. Yo, okay, concrete since day one. Ain't no time to make up. Ain't no top on that hoe. Like baby with the egg. Thank you for your services and armor ain't penetrated. I give back, I hate. Ooh, get out of here. I say congratulations, your old renovated. You lazy, my boy. Why you hating my guy? You bought her come back or something. She come and play with your heart. I'm far from a popular artist, one of the hardest, no less than I saw your and I caught it blow like a cardigan sweater. Call it whatever you want. I got my revenue up in Beverly Hills. My ceilings like the Beverly Brothers. Since day one, for Lauren been the same one. I came up in them go-go's, most of them was afraid of. Now, Mo say that. Now, Mo say that. But when your will is a fortune, you never gotta say that. Don't be talking too much. These copy too much. These cardio crazy. Chasing clout must be tough. Yeah, I wrote me a dozen. Got me up. I raise my hand and raise your family. I'm playing. These don't be no gangsters. They be paying it. Yeah. They ain't dead. They just moved to the county. From out that S-class. I guess you don't see the problem. I know every who and every hoodle I'm around them. What you call a piece of mind? I call a picture for a hold up. Yeah, I'm in my luggage, hold up. Boy, I'm on the runway like I'm Ducky, hold up. Prolific, really be living my lyrics. So tell me who did it this big and who ain't about to slow up. My boy, 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 my boy.
Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to f with me? Off the ground.
Inside the show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Twins earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals, 13-11. As of today, the Twins are leading the American League Central, while the Royals are 4th in the division. The Chicago White Sox picked up 14 hits in total as they got the win in extras against the Bronx Bombers, 5-4. Heading into the day, the White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the Yankees are in last place in the AL East. The Tigers went deep 4 times as they pounded the Indians 14-4.
Satisfied. Satisfied is all you.
Sinatra. Inside the show.
We'll come from an explosion in the sky. One day there was nothing and the next there was life. And all the rivers and the mountains and the sun and the moon. And then all of a sudden it's a cloud of doom. It's a trap, and there's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's the death of happiness. Go and get the crowbar. We all fell down from a giant dying star. Stardust on the breeze, pick an avatar. From nothing into all, and then the next thing to arrive is a terrifying fear of how you're supposed to live your life. It's a trap, and there's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's the death of happiness. Go and get the crowbar. People everywhere will try to bring you down. Those jealous, they will try and take your crown. It's easier for them to put you in a box, keep you safely locked away because they hate it when the boat's rocked. Come on, they don't tell us who we are, so when they try and lock you up, go and get the crowbar. It's a trap, and there's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's the death of happiness. Go and get the crowbar.
Yeah, let's take it back to two turntables and a mic. Riggedy rip the microphone straight. That's the only way they gonna hear you. Fresher than fresh. Two turntables and a mic. Riggedy rip the microphone straight. Yeah, that's the only way they gonna hear you. Hey yo, straight from the field. Everything I do is too real, too ill. Said they won't rap, gotta give them rap. Run up in your city with that gritty boom bap. Yell it to the world, never sleep on me. I'm just trying to wake them up, it's a free coffee. This is what you need, this is that tongue in cheek. This is that 1, 2, 3, no Sesame Street, but the numbers speak like come on. It's going down, I'm about to free fall. I hold it down like a fat kid on a seesaw. I do it bigger than bigger, I do it big, y'all. I ain't a ball of them, bigger than beach balls. I'm locking loaded, this is pure survival. Famous, my idols, Biggie and Michael. And ain't nobody talking, making any sense. Like people at the show still sitting in the stands. Get up, I bet it all like Proline. I ran it through the goal line and hit the gold mine. They try to leave me out to dry, hanging from the clothesline. But watch me go with Showtime, that's why I pay them no mind. Now let me know if we got what you need. Right. We get busy, and if y'all sleep. Right. Ain't nobody here ready to leave. Right. So here we go. Come on. Two turntables and a mic. Riggedy rip the microphone straight. Right. That's the only way they gonna hear you. Yeah. Right. Let me on your and tickle you till you giggle. Baby, I keep it since I was simple and little. I scribble these riddles to spin your head like a swivel. I talk my way out of pickles. You're talking so superficial. We know it. I keep it hardcore like parkour. Luke against the Dark Lord like a Star Wars. I keep it sweating like Rick Ross flip-flops. I took my into my own hands like cross. Don't even try to correct me. Don't even try to understand and dissect me. And keep your mouth shut. You're talking too recklessly. I'm about to cut your line like a... Successfully, I did this domestically without any recipe and kept the integrity. I'm better than I ever been. I'm legend and a gentleman, pumping like adrenaline. I'm pain relief like medicine. Man.
Inside the show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Indians pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 7-2. Also from Minnesota, the club has made a trade and have acquired starting pitcher Kenta Maeda, starting pitcher Corbin Burns, and relief pitcher Nate Jones from the Atlanta Braves, and will send back starting pitcher Steven Strasburg, according to confirmed sources. Entering the day's action, the Indians sit in second place in the AL Central Division, while the Twins are atop the division. Corey Knebel earned his first victory of the season, leading the Royals to the win over the Tigers 5-4. At the start of the day, the Royals are in 4th place in the AL Central, and the Tigers are 3rd in the division. The Chicago White Sox completed a 3-game series sweep as they defeated the A's in Oakland 8-4. As of today, the A's sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, while the White Sox are in last place in the AL Central. The Boston Red Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they embarrassed the Dodgers 11-5. As of right now, the Red Sox sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, and the Dodgers are in 1st place in the NL West. Reynaldo Lopez twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, helping the Pinstripes pass the Blue Jays 2-0. Heading into the day, the Yankees sit in 4th place in the American League East Division, and the Blue Jays are atop the division. The Rays put together 10 total hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-4. At the start of the day, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division, and the Rays are 3rd in the division. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 6-5.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Starting in the American League Central, the Miami Marlins had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 7-2. Craig Stammen grabbed his second win of the year, helping the White Sox push past the Mets 3-2. The Astros sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 7-4. Travis Shaw had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, helping lead the Blue Jays over Kansas City 11-3. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. In the AL Central, Zach Eflin earned his 10th win overall out of the bullpen, leading the Twins to the victory over the Braves 4-3. The Kansas City Royals totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 9-2. The Cleveland Indians launched 3 home runs as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 4-3. Brett Cecil earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Tigers to the win over the White Sox 5-3. The Toronto Blue Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 2-0. The New York Yankees combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-0. The Padres put up 16 hits on the day as they sank the Mariners 10-1. Hector Neris earned his 4th win out of the bullpen as the Rockies rolled past the Astros 3-2. Wei-Yin Chen collected win number 3 this year, leading Miami past the Mets 4-2. The Oakland Athletics smacked 15 team hits as they crushed the Cubs 10-2. The Angels
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking for Marlins hit 3 long balls as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 7-4. In the standings, the Phillies sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, 5.5 games back. And the Marlins have now clinched one of 2 NL wildcard spots with the win. Thanks for listening in to this pennant chase edition of Inside the Show. Enjoy the ball games today and tune in again tomorrow for a full rundown of the day's action.
Side of the bed, cooler than the other side of the pillow, yeah. Act a fool cause there's nothing to prove because the proof is in the pudding to tell. You hell, 2 worlds, collide, make tell, make why, create a family all by choice. And when you're mad at me, I lower my voice, grab my keys, iceberg slim, put you on freeze, walk off like a grab my, put it in the wind, I'ma blow till you simmer down, get her done. Too much fun to be had instead of arguing, I'd rather be up in them, nah, I'm just playing with them serious mind. Ring around the rosy, got a pocket full of dough, buy it anything and take it anywhere you wanna go. Plenty fish out in the sea, but I keep throwing you the line.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 6 of the World Series, the Blue Jays allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Padres, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.